Welcome back to Neffy Cat. We're so glad that you can join us today. I was having an important conversation with a friend of mine a few days ago, and he was talking to me, my friend Joseph, about the 5 stages of somebody that's beginning in the stock market, the 5 growth stages, and I thought it would be a really good day to review that with all of you. And the first thing for you to know is that 90 to 95% of the people who really do try in the stock market fail. That's an important thing to know. 90% blow up their accounts within that first month, let alone within the first year. And so a lot of people have this idea about the stock market that it's going to bring them their tendies and get them rich really fast. But the real truth is that trading and investing are skills. They take time to build, they take time to learn, they take diligent effort and persistence, they take diligent study. And if a person's not willing to learn and they're really only looking for, trying to win the lottery, and I have some different coins here to symbolize the different stages of growth. So the first stage, the first year usually, sometimes this lasts 2 or 3 years, but your first year is you just want to survive. You're just trying to survive. You see, I have a few foreign currencies there, and if you don't die financially in that first year, if you don't blow up your accounts and you still have money left over, then you are actually considered successful. So it's important for you to know that. So if you're a person who's been working on trading and you've managed to get by that first year and you still have money in your accounts and they haven't just all died, then that is actually considered successful in that first year. And the next year, the next stage is called the break-even stage. So in this stage, you're trying to at least get as much as you lose. And I have been at that stage. So a lot of people say at the end of the year will sell some of their stocks off, but if you're not being careful, you'll either break even or you'll have a light loss. The next stage after this, and this is usually like year 3 to year 4 up to year 5, is called the break-even plus stage. So I kind of attempted to make like a little plus sign there to symbolize breaking even and having a small amount of profit. That stage matters because you can't even get to that stage without having some basic technical analysis and fundamental analysis knowledge. And then the next stage after that is called the profit stage. So I thought some traditional silver dollars and half dollars might be great symbols for that, for our conversation today. A lot of people think, oh, that's just going to come so easy. If I buy into the right meme stock or I buy into the right crypto and it goes to the moon, then I'm going to make my tendies and I'm going to make profits. Well, without technical analysis, you're going to do something unwise like buying in when that stock is way too high. And then when it tumbles down, you'll lose your tendies. And the other thing, of course, that goes with that is learning not to do things like panic selling, learning to do things like averaging down, learning to do things like dollar cost averaging as well, learning some basic fundamental analysis. And then the last stage to talk about today is your goal after that is to beat the S&P 500. So when you can get to where your annual growth financially brings you more than the S&P 500, then you're getting up into the more professional levels of trading. And that's when you're getting up to your next stage. That's an important stage of growth. When you're there, you're considered more like a professional level of trader. And that isn't just for 1 year, by the way. When you're able to do this, at least on a semi-regular basis, then you're getting somewhere with your knowledge. A lot of the people that I know that are actual professionals in the stock market, even those that consider themselves retail traders, they are up I live on the West Coast, and so they have to be up by 6:30 at least, because that's when the stock market opens. A lot of them get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and they study that market, and they study it diligently. And they see what opportunities are available that day. How are their long-term trades doing? What is the market doing overall? And they plot their way forward in order to gain financial success. Be encouraged, though. If this makes you feel discouraged because you really do just want a way to make your tendies, be encouraged that if you put diligent effort into this, you can grow, and you can grow financially. I want you to think about something. A lot of us have jobs and things like that. A lot of people have minimum wage jobs. You put a ton of effort, a ton of hours into barely surviving for the most part when you're working for somebody else and making their financial dreams come true. Isn't your financial success worth taking the time to grow, taking the time to learn, taking the time to actually figure out how all this works? Sometimes, in fact, always, I want to rephrase, always, when you're really learning something and it's real, you're going to have times where you fail. You're going to have times where you lose money. You're going to have to know your own mind, for example, to know, well, my hype buying made me have a break-even plus year. I would have done a lot better, you can tell yourself, for example, if I would have made more effort and not let myself buy in. In the stock market, your emotions, the way that you think, the way that you react in the moment has a lot to do with your success. The amount of research and study that you're willing to put into the stocks that you're interested in buying has a whole lot to do with your success. And sometimes it's hard because sometimes you're going to call it wrong. Sometimes you're not going to see a catalyst that's going to come up. Maybe all of a sudden the interest rates are getting raised. Or, let's say that the bond market yields go up and you weren't aware of that prior, and it just seems to happen out of the blue. Then the money goes down, the stocks fall, and you feel like you failed. Pick yourself up and learn. Remember to study the sector. Remember to study the overall market as well. And let yourself take that time and take that effort. You do have hope. And the hope is in your financial education versus the hopium that people go into winning lotteries with. Thank you so much for letting me share this with you today. And I thank my kitty for being so patient today. If you like the content of our videos, please don't forget to take those paws and hit that like button. That way you can see more of his videos and the algorithm will bring this video to more people. If you have other people that you know might like to know about this information, please consider sharing this with others. You can hit the subscribe button as well and receive all of his videos and the notification bells so that you can be informed of when all of his videos will take place. And there's a hummingbird. I hope you can hear it. If I could see it, I would bring my camera over to show you, but I don't. But that's a wonderful symbol of joy and a wonderful symbol of hope. Your education, your financial education, and your effort is your hope. And it's very, very, very well worth it. Well, thank you all so much. And we look very forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful day.